Calling steam-powered giraffe. Calling steam-powered giraffe. This is Professor Elemental on the emergency frequency. We are being invaded by sky sharks. Repeat, London is being invaded by sky sharks. It's only a matter of time before they get to my house. Help us, steam-powered giraffe. You're our only hope.
Catastrophic path, big teeth and jaws, that's what we saw, and now they've chomped my car in half. Fly in the sky, they look totally crazy. The wings are superimposed. What kind of god is so lazy? How can we hide? How can we survive? Flying cartilaginous genocide. So be wary of us. Sky sharks, they want to numb your blood. If you want to have a future, heed my warning, or you'll lose it. And please avoid the dreaded irony. Run and hide and fight another day. Practice cardio, increase your pace. Preserve your human race. Let's run away. Yes, let's run away. The sky sharks are here to stay. Now they're eating all our fried fish and all the seafood that no one will miss. Hundreds of grandparents mourn the loss of every Long John Silver tiger sauce. We tried to stop them, but they're too quick. Dodged every whip of ball and wooden stick. Well, what else can we throw away? How about that copy of 50 Shades of Grey? Well, I wish there was a formula of extra special things to drive them away, but instead we'll need some legs. So grab your sneakers and flee afraid.
A rain of terror flying past. When I first heard, I had quite a laugh. Look up in the sky, flying shark, teeth like knives that bite in half. Things get weird, I take up the slack. I'm the man for the job, or I'll eat my hat. Laser-guided orcas live without water, fitted with wings, engines, mortars, old-fashioned grit, and I fire like this. Let me try, oh I insist. Aim, fire, strike with a tiny risk. Oh blimey, spoke too soon, I've missed. Shark repellent is ineffective. London's done for, chums, I've wrecked it. Sharks are landing, grey and vicious. On the other hand, this hat tastes delicious.
Well, we've tried everything, what else can we do? I hear there's still safe houses left in old Peru.
Heed our warning, these sharks will never tire.
Wait a second, hold on. Did anyone think about using fire?
Huh, fire. Hey, Hatchworth, hand me that stick over there. Professor, do you have a lighter?
Oh yes, I've got one here. There you go.
Thanks. Back! That's a bad sky shark! Back! Oh my gosh! It's working!
It worked!
They're leaving!
The fire
We've
worked!
done it! We've done it!
That was my lighter did that.
Spread the word, guys! They don't like fire!
Hey, you're never gonna believe this! They don't like fire!
Hey, Mama, it's fire! It kills them! Imagine that!
They don't like fire! Spread the word! Tell the world!
Spread the word! Spread the
Quickly,
word!
we must tell the Queen at once.
Hello, Your Royal Majesty? Yes, we do have an antidote, and it's fire.
So be wary of the sky sharks. They want to numb on your blood. If you want to have a future in the morning, you're losing. Please avoid that dreaded irony. Run and hide and fight another day. Practice cardio, increase your pace. Let's preserve the human race. And in the end, it was that most humblest of God's creatures that stopped the sky sharks. Why, it was none other than fire. The word spread to the farthest reaches of Earth, and humanity collectively burned down every forest on the planet. The sky sharks left, and the world was safe again, free to smolder in a charred, ashy ruin.
Wait, what?
А вы знаете, что в видеозвонках ВКонтакте появились маски? Есть десятки самых разных эффектов, которые к тому же постоянно обновляются. С ними даже самый долгий и утомительный разговор станет веселым. Попробуйте при следующем звонке.
So this is pain. I feel it. Ooh, I taste it. I crave it. I feel alive. In my core I see red.
In a pulsing song that will wake the dead. Saturn you based, not on the bone. Consume your own. Scream out like a banshee. Wail at the tail, or it devours you whole. Wicked in blood, wicked in bone. Wicked don't rest and fears on a roll. Fear of your mind, the fear of your own. You can save your soul. Die, die, die. Rise, rise, rise. Black heart, rejoice. Light is running bone dry. Star. I smell blue, I smell green, and all the energy left unseen.
I've always hungered for their plight.
With my human mind now, it just feels right. I've chewed on ghosts, lost in the stars. I've mingled with the withy lords, those cats are bizarre. Who do you think sent the sky shockograms, or gave the space giant SPGs awful jams? Commander Walter picked me personally to kill him too, and I of course obliged, or at least I tried to. But not even my dark heart could beat or gore, or swallow the red in his core. But oh, what a taste, and oh, what a thrill. And now that he's gone, I feel my tendrils spill.
Go forth, little darlings, go forth to soul. Gather the little hearts for me to slurp from my bowl.
I love all your envy and fear you create. Fill up my black toxic heart with your hate. Don't try to run, don't try to hide. I am the horror that eats you inside. Die, die, die. Rise, rise, rise. Black hearts rejoice. Light is running bone dry. Cry, cry, cry.
fellow star.
There must be something, there must be something. There must be something, there must be something. There must be something, there must be something. There must be something more to this vice, to this love, to this life. There must be something more. There must be something more than this vice.
You've got a spark in your big blue eyes every time you've got a new idea or you hypothesize. And when you make a brand new breakthrough, well, you get so darn excited that your glasses go askew. But I wish you'd work with me too. LCC, you're such a brainy genius. Believe me, if everyone could see us, you and me, we could be the greatest team the world has seen. But CC, you say you'd rather work alone. Every day, we could display how our scientific methods perfectly would sync. We'd be like hydrogen and oxygen. Only when they work together can you make a drink. But you seem to think that I stink. LCC, you're such a brainy genius. Believe me, if everyone could see us, you and me, we could be the greatest team the world has seen. But CC, you say you'd rather work alone. Oh, CC, don't you see? We could have been the greatest scientific duo the world has ever known. Don't you know 2 heads are better than 1? We could have cured the world together, but you had other plans. So I guess I'm sailing solo. LCC, you're such a brainy genius. Believe me, if everyone could see us, you and me, we could be the greatest team the world has seen. But you'd rather throw it all away. Kingdom high upon a hill in a land of long ago sat a woeful king waiting for the sting of death's impending blow. For a clockwork dragon to the west burned a village all away. Breathing fire and steam, it had now been seen heading in the kingdom's way. Protective of his subjects, this king issued a decree.
He stood before his kingdom and cried, "This is what we need! Men of valor who will fight the dragon to the death, warriors to go extinguish fierce and fiery breath, selfless knights to fight in battle, man against machine, heroes who will give their lives for king and queen." The dragon got the king's best men, they were no match for the beast. To the fire they'd run, and yet one by one every knight wound up deceased. Now a wee young girl named Valerie, with an artificial heart, to the king did speak, and though small and meek, she was kind and she was smart. She asked the king, "Why don't we try approaching peacefully?" The king, he laughed and said, "Dear girl, I'll tell you what we need. Men of valor who will fight the dragon to the death, warriors to go extinguish fierce and fiery breath, selfless knights to fight in battle, man against machine, heroes who will give their lives for king and queen." But Valerie was strong of heart, and she knew what she must do. Her clockwork heart was guiding her, and she had to follow through. And so she traveled to the fields, and she called the dragon near. As it flew on down, it could hear a sound quite familiar to its ears. The ticking of her clockwork heart sounded so much like its own, and the calming tick had reminded it of its maker way back home. The dragon bowed to Valerie to willingly concede. The humbled king then proudly shouted, "She's the one we need! We need Valerie to tame the dragon for us all. Who'd have ever thought our hero would have been so small? She has soothed the savage beast, so sound your horn and drum. We shall sing her praises now for years to come." Live! Long live Valerie!
Let's work, men. 1, 2, 1, 2, let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go! Put your best into it, lads! No slacking off! You're gonna have plenty of rest when you're dead! Keep it up!
4 a.m., I'm on my way, working on the railroad to earn my pay. All day long I strike and pound as I drive! Stakes into the ground every day. The same old thing, same old heavy hammer that I go swing. Massive throbbing in my brain, and it's driving me insane. All in all, I'm just another cog in the machine. All my life I slave for a reward that's never seen. Doubt that I'll get out of here, but Lord knows I can dream something more than being just another cog in the machine. Carry on is what they say, telling us we'll see our labor's fruits one day. Soon this rail will take men far as they drive those big box cars. So we work to pave the way, a better tomorrow but a harsh today. Still I see the light as we drive, drive, drive all through the night. All in all, I'm just another cog in the machine. All my life I slave for a reward that's never seen. I can't keep from wondering just what does it all mean? Something more than being just another cog in the machine. Was born to be another cog in the machine, caring for my family. On me they all can lean, working hard but living for the moments in between. In the end, each one of us is just a cog in the machine.
Flight in a dingy dirigible in the cloudy sky where the land was invisible. Sat a quiet man so focused, just had one thought in his brain. Nathaniel knew what he had to do. He had to find a way
to kill the pain. For years he had searched to improve his condition. He had pain in his eyes and it clouded his vision. Spending all his time and money, it was driving him insane. When he swore up and down he would search the world around until his sweet relief could be attained. When he heard of a man with a treatment and experimental method that could cure him if he went, so Nathaniel headed there with eyes fixed firmly on the prize. And when everything was done, all his pain was finally gone, but then so were his eyes. Well, that's alright, that's okay. Don't you know you'll live to fight another day? Use a little grease, make sure you never cease to keep your wheels turning in the proper way. That's alright, that's okay. Don't you know you'll live to fight another day? Use a little grease, make sure you never cease to keep your wheels turning in the proper way. On even though he was eyeless, and he learned how to write with a slate and a stylus. There was nothing in this world that he would let stand in his way. He was strong, he was proud, he let nothing get him down. His drive was getting bolder every day. He could sail through the sky with precision. He could sense where he was even though he lost his vision. But the one thing that he couldn't see was something yet to come. As he tightened his grip on a rope was when it slipped, and then he lost his thumbs. Well, that's alright, that's okay. Don't you know you'll live to fight another day? Use a little grease, make sure you never cease to keep your wheels turning in the proper way. That's alright, that's okay. Don't you know you'll live to fight another day? Use a little grease, make sure you never cease to keep your wheels turning in the proper way. Yeah, yeah.
in a quiet little town. In just a couple hours once the sun went down, a crew began assembling a thrilling new attraction, more exciting than a merry-go-round. This was the first one of its kind, a thrilling new attraction called a roller coaster ride. But the people wouldn't ride it. They said, what if we collided with another car and died? Well, we all have fears, and we know someday our time is gonna come. But no matter how you cut it, everyone will kick the bucket when our days are done. So don't waste your years doing nothing with the little time you got. Don't you sit right there and piddle, go on out and live a little, or else you'll only stand around and rot. Alistair was quiet as a mouse, a modest little man who was afraid to leave his house. He spent all of his hours as he worried and he cowered, hiding safely while he grumbled and he groused. Well, after he waited many years, his tiny little tinker had a jamming of its gears. 2 years of constant worry sent his heart into a flurry, and he finally died of fear. Well, we all have fears, and we know someday our time is gonna come. But no matter how you cut it, everyone will kick the bucket when our days are done. So don't waste your years doing nothing with the little time you got. Don't you sit right there and piddle, go on out and live a little, or else you'll only stand around and rot. We all have fears, and we know someday our time is gonna come. But no matter how you cut it, everyone will kick the bucket when our days are done. So don't waste your years doing nothing with the little time you got. Don't you sit right there and piddle, go on out and live a little, or else you'll only stand around and rot. La la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la.
Приветочки, ребяточки! Янточума вечеринка! Вот сколько вы уплачиваете за ваши тарифы? А трафик-то расходуется на рекламу.
So saddle up your steam bike and put your goggles on. We gotta be prepared or else we'll all be dead by dawn. Copperplate is coming and his eyes are seeing red, and he's after Wilbur's head.
The townsfolk got together and they figured out a plan. They knew they'd have to do their best to save their fellow man. And though they had no weapons, they all had a lot of brains. They'd build machines to leave their villain in a world of pain. So Wilbur brought the copper, old Frank supplied the steel. Bob and Sue had extra chains, and Tommy brought the wheels. They knew they'd have a chance with these, they knew they'd win the fight. And they worked all through the night.
So saddle up your steam bike and put your goggles on. We gotta be prepared or else we'll all be dead by dawn. Copperplate is coming and his eyes are seeing red, and he's after Wilbur's head.
Well, Copperplate arrived at dawn. He stayed true
place.
Power up your steam bike, let's show 'em who's in charge. We got our ropes and grappling hooks and weapons to discharge. Copperplate is panicked and his face is turning white, and we're gonna win this fight. That's right, let's go! Steam bike, we finally took 'em down. We strung 'em up and licked 'em good and ran them out of town. Verdigris Patina is a peaceful town once more, and we won the Copper War.
Who promised us he could assist with all our little everyday affairs. He built assistant robot men who towered 25'10" and said that they would meet our every care. But his motives were ulterior, 'cause he felt we were inferior. And very much to our surprise, these metal helpers terrorized. Oh, Dr. Franklin, won't you get your robots out of here? Life's been awful since they have arrived. Please, Dr. Franklin, though it sounded like a good idea, now we just wanna make it out alive. The massive robots went to town, just blowing up and tearing down, and seeing how much havoc they could wreak. Now there's panic in the city streets as people run from metal feet. The situation's looking pretty bleak. Well, perhaps if everybody goes and grabs the nearest fire hose, we'll soak these things and let them rust and leave these monsters in the dust. Oh, Dr. Franklin, won't you get your robots out of here? Life's been awful since they have arrived. Please, Dr. Franklin, though it sounded like a good idea, now we just wanna make it out alive. Let's go! Get these robots out of here. Don't sit there looking sorry in defeat. Please, Dr. Franklin, we'd sure love for them to disappear. They don't look pretty piled in the streets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dr. Franklin, won't you get these robots out of here? We'd love for you to have them out by 5. That's right. Please, Dr. Franklin, we'd sure love for them to disappear, 'cause we just wanna go about our lives. Get lost, Doc.
burning in the freezing snow. There's a lovely girl I know. She's been slaving all day long for him. She can even feel her skin. Hypothermia sets in. Oh, they're freezing as he drinks his gin. Ooh, it kills me when I see her cry. Nobody deserves this kind of life. A humble servant horrified. Ooh, she's fading as the years go by. Somebody should get her out of there, or else she'll likely die. Born into the lower class, serving him his brandy glass. Day and night, she meets his every whim. Living in a freezing hole, while he's upstairs burning coal. He's a monster, but she's bound to him. Ooh, it kills me when I see her cry. Nobody deserves this kind of life. A humble servant horrified. Ooh, she's fading as the years go by. Somebody should get her out of there, or else she'll likely die. Melanie, won't you come with me? I can take you away to a magical, mystical land. You'll see it will truly be somewhere you can be free. All you have to do is take my hand. Toward the ending of the day, serving him his dinner tray. She's been thinking of a way to leave. Sleeping powder in his corn, or handkerchief with chloroform. He's a bit too trusting and nice. Ooh, you've got to do it carefully. Gotta play it cool, you wouldn't want for him to notice or to see. Ooh, now just a dash is all you need. Everything is lining up tonight, and soon you will be free. Melanie, won't you come with me? I can take you away to a magical, mystical land. You'll see it will truly be somewhere you can be free. All you have to do is take my hand. Melanie, won't you come with me? I can take you away to a magical, mystical land. You'll see it will truly be somewhere you can be free. All you have to do is take my hand. One, two, three, go!
Down in a village where most residents were poor, an old man had a factory that folks called the killing floor. He was a surly master, though his workers all had wives. He'd work them within inches of their lives. They were all sick and tired of this stuff. And then decided that they'd had enough. We won't take this anymore. Not gonna die on the killing floor. He won't work us into the ground. It's time to strike a match and burn it down. They waited for the old man to head home for the night. Then bustled in with kerosene and lanterns to ignite. They took one final look at all these monstrous machines, then lit the match that would fulfill their dreams.
It was a blazing jubilee. They built these flames and set these workers free. We won't take this anymore. Not gonna die on the killing floor. He won't work us into the ground. It's time to strike a match and burn it down.
As the workers danced around the fire having fun, the old man pulled up terrified and screamed, "What have you done?" This factory was the only thing that kept us all alive. Now you've gone and blown us all sky high. The factory was above an oil lake. But all too late they realized their mistake. We wouldn't take it anymore. Didn't want to die on the killing floor. But we drove ourselves to the ground when we struck that match and burned it Why we have to go and burn it down. Riding in on the rails, a malicious band of thieves. They bring with them nothing but pain, and destruction's all they leave. With robots and weirdos and freaks, they're a most disturbing crew. So beware if they enter your town, 'cause they're coming after you. The steam engine fuel finders coming your way, so lock up your wrenches and hide them away. You won't be ready when they come to town, spreading terror all around. The Tin Man is leading the way, and he's rotten to the core. And Lois watches out for the train, though she longs for something more. And Ratchet, the strong engineer, keeps them going straight and true. As the wind goes hard on their trail, but you know they'll make it through. The steam engine fuel finders coming your way, so lock up your wrenches and hide them away. You won't be ready when they come to town, spreading terror all around. They hail from the far land of Oz. It's a dark and fearsome place, with Lion and Scarecrow on board, moving at a breakneck pace. Now Dorothy opens the way with a portal from her brain. And Scarlet commands all the clowns as they ride this crazy train. The steam engine fuel finders coming your way, so lock up your wrenches and hide them away.